say it's worth remembering that the Chiefs signal caller is an excellent pocket passer. This season, Mahomes leads the league in QBR, touchdown passes, and first down rate on throws from within the pocket. He may be doing plenty of that against the Bengals, too, as last week against the Jaguars, Mahomes did not attempt a single pass outside the pocket following the injury. So it makes sense, RC, that we may see that a little bit more. But how does Mahomes' injury change the way that the Bengals game plan for him?
I don't think you change the way you game plan. To be honest with you, Laura, you need to go in expecting to get Patrick Mahomes at full strength. And then if you get a little bit of Patty Mahomes, who is only at 80%, then you keep the same game plan, but now you adjust your rush lanes or adjust some of the calls you can make with a guy like Mike Hilton coming off of the edge. Patrick Mahomes has shown that he can beat you with his mind and also his arm. So if he is hampered a little bit, let's not act like this is a high ankle sprain on a Lamar Jackson or on a Jalen Hurts. You still have to play this pass game, which is more multiple now that there's no Tyreek Hill. I expect Lou Anarumo to be preparing for the best Patrick Mahomes possible, and if you don't get him, then you thank your lucky stars and you hope that you can affect him with pressure inside the pocket.
Yeah, Ryan, to your point about how multiple the offense is, when Patrick got hurt against the Jaguars, I was worried, obviously, but I was also thinking this iteration of the Chiefs is probably better built to survive a slightly diminished in terms of his mobility, Patrick Mahomes, than previous versions of the Chiefs for a number of reasons. Since the halfway point of the season, this has been the best rushing team in football. You saw how good Isaiah Pacheco is after contact, how explosive he is. And while they're not as good at throwing deep passes, they are built to get more yards after the catch, to work underneath. He can connect with a variety of receivers. This offensive line, I think, is better than in pass protection than they were a couple of years ago, for example. And then beyond that, we put up Patrick's numbers, but from inside the pocket, which matter. But to me, a number that might matter even more in quick game, meaning 2.5 seconds or less, Patrick was the best quarterback in football this year in EPA per play. So I'm not saying that the ankle isn't an injury. I'm just saying it's not a deal breaker for this Chiefs team.
Yeah, we don't know about Pat Mahomes' ankle like we don't know about that plant behind RC, if it's real or fake, but somebody been watering it or taking care of it.
That's Patrick.
But I'm gonna go to somebody I think needs to have a huge impact in this game, and that is Kadarius Toney. I know we talk about Pacheco in the run game, but to Mina's point, to piggyback off what she said, yards after the catch are going to be at a premium. So you are looking for guys that you can get the ball in their hands and they can make plays, and 19 is one of the best in the business. This is a hidden element, hidden type of guy game. Like, who is that unknown right now that's going to step up? In the previous games, it's been T. Higgins, the guy on some critical third downs. So for the Kansas City Chiefs, will Kadarius Toney be that guy outside of Travis Kelce and Juju and obviously Pacheco running the football? They acquired him for a reason. And I really don't feel like Andy Reid has really unloaded Kadarius Toney in this offense just yet. This may be one of those situations where we finally see it come to fruition.
Yeah, Marcus, it's funny because when we recently talked to Andy Reid about Kadarius Toney in Week 18, he was saying he's kind of this weapon that, to your point, we haven't fully let loose. Maybe we see that big time here. Compared him even to Percy Harvin with that skill set, and I agree. All right, we do have some fresh news on Patrick Mahomes. Let's get Phil Yates in here for the latest on Mahomes' injury.
Yeah, Laura, the entire staff kind of has this one sized up correctly. Patrick Mahomes practiced in full all week, and he is not even on the team's injury report with a game status for Sunday. So there is no doubt whatsoever that Patrick Mahomes will be starting on Sunday against the Bengals. What is interesting, though, is that everything tight end Travis Kelce, while he practiced in full today, he has been added to the game status report because of a back issue. He is now listed as questionable to play on Sunday. Indications are, of course, that he will play, given that he practiced in full today. But when you're talking about Travis Kelce, every detail is worth monitoring. Wide receiver Justin Watson and wide receiver also Mecole Hardman, both questionable for the game. So the Chiefs will be good to go on offense, but some of those skill guys may not be at 100%.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.